welcome back to my journey from range to Rolex, where I'll be taking 2 wild Mustangs from the ranges of Oregon to go compete in the Rolex Arena at the Mustang Classic Competition. So today I just want to give an update on and introduce you guys to one of my new wild Mustang prospects that I'm hoping to compete with at the Classic Competition, and just kind of show you what I've been up to with her. So this is my Mustang Dazzle. She is a 5-year-old mare standing about 15 hands tall, and she is from the South Steen's herd out of Oregon. And she was super easy to gentle. So getting those first touches on that first day was really easy with her. She has a lot of natural curiosity, and even there when she kind of reacted, she wanted to trot forward. She comes like right back. She really wants to learn. You can see she gets a little bit upset here, but I just kind of stick with her. And then she reaches out and touches my hand. So she is just such a sensible mare. Really wants to learn. By the end of that first session, the first day, she was already letting me touch past her shoulder on both sides, and had just a great personality about her. So this was a few days later, and I was just starting working on teaching her how to lunge. I love how soft this mare is in the halter. You can see she's really bending around me nicely. She's really keeping her eyes on me, which I really appreciate. Then I go ahead and I switch sides, making sure she can do it on both sides, and she was just awesome. She has such a great mind on her. So sensible. She is just the sweetest mare you'll ever meet. So then I took off her tag, and she officially became known as Dazzle, which was super exciting. So this is a few days later. I'm working on lunging, but I'm upping the energy a little bit more. I'm looking for her to do some trotting circles. And you can see she spooked at the pole there. She's getting a little bit more anxious about it, but I'm just keeping her moving forwards, wanting her to kind of soften like she did the walk. Oh, and then she kind of gets fed up and like runs off. So I just bring her back again. I'm going to encourage her to go forwards again. She's like, no, not today. She has a little bit of that chestnut mare attitude. So I'm just going to keep her moving forwards, keep asking her to walk, keep asking her to move forwards there, looking for her to soften and bend around me again, not have so much resistance. That was much better. Just keep her moving forwards. There she goes. So much better. So there where she was softening, I let her come in, give her a little pet, tell her she was a good girl. You can see she gives me a lick and chew there. And so then I start asking her to send out the other direction, and she wants to leave again. So then I just bring her back, keep pushing her forwards, asking her to bend and soften to that halter. Oh, scary pull again. So I just keep her moving. There. And she really starts to be soft on that halter and to actually think through the situation instead of just reacting. So this session, I went ahead and videotaped the whole thing. I just had it up on a tripod on top of my panel, so the video is a little bit far away, unfortunately, and a little bit blurry. But it had been raining like crazy that day, and so you can see how gray it was. And so the first thing I like to do with Dazzle is I just start moving her around the pen. I try to really get her brain engaged with me, so I do a lot of reverses of direction and just kind of get her moving forward a little bit. She's a really forward mare, so I like to just kind of get her moving around. And then I start working on having her kind of join up with me. So here I'm just asking her to kind of yield her haunches both directions. I'm looking for her to get a couple forward steps towards me and to join up. And I'm just really trying to get her mentally engaged before working on haltering. You can see she kind of links up there. And I just want her thinking about coming with me before I start working on touching her and haltering her. So then I give her some rubs, tell her she's a good girl, and then I start introducing that halter to get her haltered that day. So I like to take haltering pretty slow. I like rub it on them, make sure they're really comfortable with it, and then I just start slowly putting it on. She's actually getting pretty good with it. Yeah, just keep everything like positive and easy, nothing to be scared of. She's such a good girl. So the next thing I did with her was just worked on some of that lunging again. She's still a little bit stiff at the trot, so just working on teaching her to bend around me, to stay soft in that halter, and to relax a little bit. So then the next thing I do is just some desensitizing work. So I'm rubbing the leader up on her on both sides, throwing it over her. You can see here I slowed it down a little bit, and I'm just like taking it nice and easy. I throw it over her, rub it around, and I'm also preparing her for a girth. So you'll see I start rubbing her belly, getting her comfortable with me down there, and then once she's comfortable, I'm going to reach under her and grab that other end of my lead rope there, and then I just start wiggling it around her middle, getting her used to something all the way around her belly without becoming claustrophobic. And so then I just add a little bit of pressure there and just keep wiggling it around so that she knows that it's nothing to be scared of. I also like to have them walk forward while it's around their middle. I found with some horses that you'll think that they're totally fine when they're standing still, but they're actually just like holding in their fear. So getting them to walk forwards, sometimes they'll like blow up or react. So I like to go and have them start moving forwards. And she was awesome about that. A little bit nervous, but didn't really care. So then I'm going to go and take it off. And then I just started getting her used to the saddle pad. I wanted her to be okay with me rubbing it all over her on both sides. So I'm just throwing it on and off, keeping it really easy. I want her to be standing still. She kind of backed up there, so I'm just sticking with her. Again, such a good mare. I swapped sides, did it on the other side, making sure she's comfortable all over with it. And then I started leading her around with it on, and she didn't care. Again, has that super sensible mind on her. And so then I did some prep work with the surcingle and threw it on her, and even with all of our prep work, she still decided to do a couple broncs, which is typical when you first put it on. But she worked through it really quickly, and so there she's already giving me a much nicer trot and is moving out, but she has the cutest movement. Look at that cute trot. Yep, so I just keep her moving forwards, and she's so good. So then I just started having her, I put the halter back on and had her trot over the pole a couple times, getting her ready to start jumping. Then I raised one side, and she was like, no issues. Trotted right over like a champ. She's so brave. So I had her do that a few times. And like I said, no issue, went right over. So then I went ahead and propped up the other side, and she kind of took it more like a cavaletti, which I am totally fine with at this stage. She trotted it, no issues. But super brave. So she loves going for walks outside. It's like her favorite part of our session. So I typically end our days with just taking her out for a little adventure because she's such a brave mare. And they are her favorite. The sun actually came out, so we had a lovely little walk outside. And yeah, she is a big adventurer. I think she's going to make like an awesome trail horse. And yeah, I've started leading her over some cross-country obstacles. So this is just a log with some pumpkins and a tire. And she had no issues with it. Walked right over it without any problem. Yeah, I'm super excited to be doing cross-country on her. I think she's going to be super brave. And then with all the rain, we ended up with this giant puddle in the middle of our driveway. And this was the first time she's ever seen it or any time I've asked her to walk through water. And she had no hesitation about it. She like climbed right in. I think she's gonna be one that loves like playing in water. She's super brave. No hesitation at all. So that was my update on my new Mustang Classic Mustang Dazzle. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned next week as I'll be introducing my second Mustang for the Mustang Classic Competition. And also, if you liked this video and would like to see more updates on my amazing Mustangs, please feel free to check us out on both Facebook and Instagram at Steffen Stampede. We can't wait to see you next time.